Hey, I am in Organ Pipe National Monument down on the very southern part of Arizona, and I'm about 2 miles outside of Twin Peaks Campground at what do they call this? The Silver Mine? I'll have to look it up. I just forgot what it was. It's an old mine out here. You can see a couple structures out through there. Remnants of a old building. I don't know if you can see, but that's the Mexican border down there. You can almost see the wall. The U.S.-Mexican border is about 4 miles over there. Old bathtub with some thick walls. Cool. Yeah, just out on a little day hike. I think it's just over 4 miles round trip. Twin Peaks Mine? I think that's what this place is called. Victoria Mine. Jeez. That's a cool old wheel. Flywheel. You see, he probably ran an old leather belt. Yeah, Twin Peaks Campground, Victoria Mine. I've been staying about 2 weeks now up in Ajo. It's some BLM ground, and drove the 30 minutes south to Organ Pipe National Monument, fill up water, get rid of garbage, take a shower. I was here a few years ago. Well, not this hike, but Organ Pipe. Oh, the wind's gonna blow now. Get off this little hill. Yeah, I came to Organ Pipe a couple years ago, really enjoyed it. It's only 20 bucks a night. And, just outside of Ajo, half hour. Good place to reposition, fill up tanks and dump tanks and all that good stuff. Yeah, just going to explore the area for a bit. It's just a little baby organ pipe cacti. There's some really cool big ones around. So yeah, I haven't made any videos in a while. Just kind of sitting out in the desert, and probably going to do that for another 2 or 3 weeks before I start heading north and east again. That was something at some time. Then I'll probably start making videos a little more regularly. Yeah, this is some cool area and warm. It's hovering between 70 and 80 for the last several weeks. Here in, what is it, mid-February? I think today is the 16th. So yeah, let's explore the area a little. Well, after sitting in camp at Twin Peaks Campground here in Organ Pipe National Monument for just a day. This is day 2. I decided to get out and drive around. I've taken a couple short hikes, but after all the biking I did up in Ajo, and my legs are tired. I got a little bit of arthritis in the hip, and just letting it relax for a bit, so I can get out and drive around a bit. Down on the south end of the park, and you ever find out driving around and find yourself somewhere where you think to yourself, am I allowed to be here? I'm down on the very southern part of the boundary road of the park, and yeah, you see that brown thing in front of us? That's the border wall. That's the Mexican border wall. I saw some signs back half a mile or so saying don't travel alone, and watch your surroundings, and be aware of possible smuggling activity. Now I understand why. Yeah, that's Mexico. Which is kind of cool if you think about it, because 2 months ago, I think back in maybe 3 months ago, I was bopping along the Canadian border, followed Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, all the way to Washington State, bound alongside the Canadian border. Actually got into Canada up into Vancouver Island. Spent a couple weeks up there. Yeah, it's no unauthorized access. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's the border wall. That's cool. So yeah, I've gone from Canada all the way to Mexico. There's an expressway, or at least a highway, in Mexico, just like right over the border, like 200 feet over there, 300 feet, paralleling the wall. So I'm out in the middle of nowhere in Canada, or in United States, but it seems to be pretty, or at least there's a highway over there. You're not out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Plants such as creosote or palo verde tree. These plants protect the young cactus from sunburn, torrential floods, and the occasional winter frosts. Nurse trees such as the palo verde, mesquite, and ironwood even fertilize the young cacti, as the trees fix nitrogen from the air into the soil for themselves. The young cactus is nursed as it grows up, tall and strong, spreading its shallow root system out to collect rain as it falls. This is not good news for the nurse plant. As the cactus roots spread only 3 or 4 inches below the surface of the soil, what started out as a shelter becomes a battlefield for water. The saguaro proves victorious. Many of the monument's larger saguaros are surrounded by remains of their dead nurse trees.
Well, what a mishmash of video clips this has become. I'm back in, or just outside of Ajo, Arizona. I had a campsite over side of those mountains, about 3 miles, 4 miles away. Spent 2 weeks there, then went down to Oregon Pipe for 3 nights, and then come back here. A little bit better site. I like this site down here on the south end of this BLM land. Halfway between Ajo and Y, Arizona, just north of Oregon Pipe. And I'll show you around. They call that Locomotive Rock. I climbed up there a couple days ago. And kind of pretty. There are, actually, you can see it over there. There's an Oregon Pipe cactus right there. Bunch of cacti. There is no one visible from my campsite. But I know the other side of that mountain, actually just this side of that mountain, is a tent camper down there. And there's spitting distance, within a mile, within a square mile, there's probably 10, 15 rigs. But nothing visible from this site. There's a road, actually, there's a van coming down the road. I get 5 or 6 people down this road a day. Heading out. You can only see that little section of road right there. Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm facing a problem. In 3 years on the road, I have never faced before. And that is heat. It's getting warm. It was 85 yesterday, going to be 86 today. And then 2 days from now, it's going to climb up to 90 or the low 90s. And I've never experienced that heat. Not on the road. Take a look at this bad boy. Yeah, cool. So yeah, heat's driving me out of this area. It looks like it's going to cool down again in about a week. But 4 or 5 days of 90-degree temps, my house has got wheels, and I don't need to be here. I just put this shade cloth up on this side of just to see if I could cool down the van any. More or less, I'm just running experiments. It's only going to get to 83 or 85 today. But I just wanted to see if it would cool the van down any. I got a little thermometer that I'm gonna see if it works. A little heat thermometer. Got lunch going. Give those another 15 minutes or so. So yeah, got the Starlink set. Don't really need it. I got 3-4 bars of boosted cellular here, and it works pretty well. Actually, I can actually stream if my phone or my tablet is right on the indoor. I'll show you here, the little indoor antenna. If I oh boy, it gets dark here. This is my little puck that I use to, and I can stream if I'm right there. But if I'm sitting in my chair, it won't stream. So in the evenings, I'll kick the Starlink on. But for the most part, Verizon does pretty well out here. Yeah, there's another camper just on the other side of that rock. I heard his dog barking, real faint. couple times. But for the most part, this is a great spot. Everybody's really well separated. And I found I've put over 100 miles on the bike in the last 3 weeks. Within, I don't know, 20 miles north-south and 8-10 miles east-west. I've rode all the trails and checked out all the campsites that I like, and got them all marked on Onyx, so I can, when I come back here, and I will come back here at some point, I will be able to have my pick of already scouted areas. Yeah, just south of Ajo. Scenic Drive is the main drive, and a lot of people camp up there. But we're south of Scenic Drive, about 5 miles. So I think I'm going to load up this afternoon, or maybe this evening after it cools down. Not too bad right now. It's almost noon, and upper 70s. I think I'll load everything up and get out of here in the morning. I need to be about 3 hours east, or about an hour east of Tucson. So that's a 4-hour driving day. Got a couple places picked out. But I also need to hit grocery store, and the van needs an oil change. So I'm gonna have to stop and get an oil change. So it's an extra 2 hours or so. So tomorrow could be a long day. 4 hours of driving and 2 hours of farting around in Tucson, and then I got to find a place to stay. I'm not too worried about it. I'll find it. I'll find someplace, and then who knows? Maybe I'll move. They said it's only going to get warm for a week, and then we'll see what happens. I know that right now they're having blizzards on the East Coast. Sure ain't like that here. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of videos just because I've been sitting pretty much here, but I think I'm going to start moving a little more, and I think my long days of sitting are just about over for this season. I'm going to start moving. Timer went off for the dogs. I had to shut the camera off just to turn the damn alarm off, telling me dinner's or lunch is done. So yeah, going to start moving a little more, and probably filming a little more. Keep the hood up with just because of mice. Got these little motion detecting night lights. They do pretty well. Actually, I had one mouse so far here. Got another, I got 2 or 3 underneath the van. I've only had one mouse, and he didn't even get in the van. And actually, when I was up on Scenic Drive for 2 weeks, I had no mice at all, which appreciate that. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad. As long as you stay out of down in the washes. It seems like the mice seem to be down in the washes. You notice I'm up on kind of some high ground here. I mean, it's, you know, we're on some high ground, and it goes back down into the down below. You stay up high, and I haven't had very many mice problem. So I think I'm going to end it here. Yeah, mishmash of video clips. I'm going to get up tomorrow, do some errands, and head for higher elevation. I guess I'll leave you with Locomotive Rock, here just south of downtown Ajo. Until next time.